work attacks from the low knee shield using the 2-on-1 grip. So we're going to work on the knee lever sweep, failed knee lever to octopus guard, and then we were going to work the 2-on-1 to knee lever and back take. So for our first one, we're playing with a low knee shield. My feet are crossed. I'm keeping my knee on the near side of the center line. If my knee goes to the far side of the center line, this makes me vulnerable to my training partner crushing my knee shield and passing my guard. My left knee is pushing and my right leg is pulling towards me. So it's kind of like two different types of pressures. I'm not able to get any grips, so maybe I'm not able to get an underhook or a scoop grip, not able to get anything going. So Marie is posting on my hip here. I get my left hand inside, so I basically dig through with my thumb. I pass Marie's right hand off to my right hand. I have an up grip. This is reinforced with my elbow on the floor. I managed to go 2-on-1 wrist and elbow. So for our knee lever setup, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my head closer to my training partner's knees. I shoot my right knee in past my training partner's knee line, so my right knee should go towards my training partner's hamstring. I go a strong back heel. I press my left foot on the floor, raise my right hip, and I tilt my left knee to the mat, and I look over to my left shoulder to come up on top and hit my sweep. I'm going to go with a near side underhook, far side underhook, and I get my head over the far shoulder where we can start passing from chest to chest. So we'll do that one more time. So again, we have a low knee shield, two different types of pressure. So left knee is pushing, right leg is pulling towards me. It's kind of like a scissor motion. My left hand goes inside. I grip my training partner's right hand, pass it off to my right hand with up grip. We take 2-on-1 wrist and elbow. So this should be a strong grip. If your training partner tries to free their hand, you get some good control here. So I bring my head close to my training partner's knees. I shoot my right knee in past my training partner's knee line and try to connect my knee to my training partner's hamstring here. Once I do this, I go a strong back heel, press my left foot on the floor. That allows me to raise my right hip up off the mat. I tilt my knee to the mat and then I look over towards my left hand shoulder. I take a near side underhook, far side underhook, and then the head goes over the far shoulder where we can start passing from chest to chest. Okay, for our next one, we're going to use the 2-on-1 to hit the knee lever, but this time we don't get the sweep, we get a reaction from our training partner. So maybe our training partner posts, and this allows us to upgrade our position. So the position that we're going to work towards is the octopus guard. So again, my thumb goes inside, I pass Marie's right hand off to my right hand, I have a 2-on-1 wrist and elbow grip. My head goes close to my training partner's knees, and I shoot my right knee in through my partner's knee line. My knee goes just behind my training partner's hamstring. What this does is, this gets my center of gravity under my training partner's center of gravity, so it makes it easier to off balance them or sweep them. So again, same details. Press your left foot on the floor to get your right hip up off the mat. Turn my left knee towards the mat and look over my left shoulder to finish the sweep. If our training partner doesn't post, we can come up on top and take the sweep. If they do post, this is going to allow us to upgrade our position. So we tilt, Marie posts. I pierce my hand through, elbow follows, I go back to my right hip, I get my octopus grip, I retract my elbow, come up onto my hand. So if I stay in this position and we don't have much movement, Marie can kind of go into cross faces and counter. So what we're going to do is, we're going to start circling with our hand towards like a clockwise direction, and then my hips follow. What I'm looking to do is create movement. If Marie starts to push back in, this allows me to go into all my octopus sweeps and attacks. So we'll do that one more time. So again, low knee shield, we got a wrist grip, we pass it off to a 2-on-1, head comes close to my training partner's knees, I shoot my right knee in past my training partner's knee line, my right knee connects to their hamstring. Left foot goes to the mat, hip comes up off the floor, my left knee goes down towards the mat, I look towards my left shoulder and Marie posts. This gives me time to pierce my hand and then elbow in. So you can see that my hips are facing the ceiling. What I'm going to do is unlock my guard, get to my right hip, retract my elbow, come up onto my right hand. Again, we're going to start that clockwise motion. So I'm circling towards the head, Once Marie tries to push back, this allows me to go into some of my octopus attacks. So for our next attack, we're going to use the 2-on-1 and knee lever to expose the back and take the back. So again, I take this wrist grip, I pass it off to my right hand. We've 2-on-1 wrist and elbow. I bring my head close to my training partner's knees. I shoot my right knee through. So I'm going to look to knee lever from here. So I tilt. This exposes my training partner's back. So I grab the hip. My training partner tries to escape from here. I have good control. I have diagonal control. I'm controlling the left hip and the right arm. So I unlock my legs. I'm going to hip escape to create space and make my training partner fall into that space here. Once this happens, I throw in my second hook, and then we're ready to start attacking from the back. So we go one more time. So again, 2-on-1 wrist and elbow, head comes close, knee goes inside, and I tilt. You can see what I'm doing is I'm breaking my training partner's hips down towards the floor, as opposed to, if we just go back to this position, if I go with a regular 2-on-1, I can use motions like pendulums to build up here, but the problem sometimes is when we start to climb, our training partner might initiate a roll and maybe free their legs and so on. So what we're going to do is, instead of climbing over them, we're going to break them down to us, and then it's easier for us to get the back. So 2-on-1, head goes close to our training partner's knees, we shoot our right knee through. I'm going to hit the same motion that we did on the knee lever, so I tilt, this exposes Marie's back, I grip the hip, I unlock my legs, my left foot goes to the mat, and then I hip escape. I turn my hips towards Marie, I create space, Marie falls into this space, throw my second hook in, and then we're ready to start attacking from the back.